he has very strong family ties. Obviously, he promised that he wouldn't go into the octagon again without his father being there. Do you think that, you know, he'll go back to his mom now and say, Mom, I want to do this once more? Or he's going to leave it at that?
I don't know. I mean, we were at dinner the other day, and he actually asked me. He goes, what do you want? Like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, I don't really care. Like, I really don't care. He was like, come on, say this. Tell me. I was like, Khabib, I don't care. I go, you fight? I'll support you. I'll help you prepare as we always have. I go, if you don't, we'll still talk. We'll still see each other when Umar fights and Islam fights and everybody else. It just really doesn't matter to me. I have no vested interest in him fighting or if he doesn't fight. Granted, as a fan of the sport, you want him to fight. As the organization, they should want him to fight. Dana should want him to fight. What Dana's doing is what he should be doing as a promoter. They should want Khabib Nurmagomedov in the octagon. But for me, personally, as a friend, I really don't care. And I guess I don't know if he thought that was going to be the answer, because he was telling me, no, tell me. As a fan, as a fan, people want you to fight. But ultimately, it's your decision. Like, I gain nothing. No money. He ain't going to pay me. I mean, for all the wrestling practices, he's giving me not one red cent. So it's like, ultimately, I ain't getting no money out of this. I get to watch my buddy do something that I know he loves to do. He loves to compete, and he's the best at it. Right? And why? And when you look at the matchups, it's like, why would he not? Because he's so much better than everybody else. So it has to be something that makes him believe, oh, this is going to be much tougher for me. This is something that I'm going to have to really prepare for if I want to continue to dominate in the way that I do.
Look, we know the luster.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
We know the luster that comes with the magical number 30 for Khabib because of his father and stuff. Do you think, obviously in the UFC's eyes, there's nothing bigger than McGregor and Khabib too. Like, it's not
absolutely, yeah.
Again, but for Khabib, does he kind of look at that like, I don't really care about how big that fight would be, or does he look at it and think, I want something special for 30? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense too. Hey, Conor did better than most, right? He was able to defend some takedowns. He was able to get back to his feet. He was able to stay standing the entire third round, I believe. And I think the judges might have gave him the round, right? So he did better than most. But again, it's going to take something very special for Khabib to say, to all the promises I made and everything else, this is what I want to do. And I don't know. I don't know if that's what it's going to take. Now, Conor looks like a world beater against Dustin. Maybe he goes, you know what? The guy's improved. And maybe, I really don't know what his mindset is. I mean, I was in the restaurant. Khabib was eating fish that's not on the menu because he's the man now. Like there was some fish flown in, and it was beautiful. He was just kind of living like the champ, talking about life and everything else. And I don't know what would make this young man decide to do it again. And I believe that the organization is doing what they need to do in order to try to get him back in there. But we'll have to see.